in to join them for an op with Cutter, and man, just hit it off. And that's kind of how this goes. Just kind of like hanging out and chat and inviting those people in and getting groups together to just have a good time in the verse. And I think that's what this community is about. So I don't really know a whole lot why it would be important to say a whole lot about me. It's more about for me, it's more about the org and what we're trying to do for the org. Um, so that's why it's so important is like what we can do and give back to the org to make it grow. So that's why it's so important to me is just try to make this org grow and give back to the community. I don't know if you have other questions you want to ask for me to give more information about myself, or I'll let you give those pointed questions. So, oh, okay, sure, sure. So, they say you're still not working. Um, is it, yeah, he's working at it. If my mic's working okay, I'll go ahead and continue. So HK is mine working okay? I'll take that as a yes, I guess. So, uh, I guess mine's working. So I'll just go ahead. For me, I spent 20 years in law enforcement. Retired out as an assistant chief of police. Did a little bit of everything in law enforcement, from just your basic patrol to detective narcotics, uh, SRT, which is pretty much what other people call SWAT. Um, and then at the end of my career, um, finished out my career the last several years, internet crimes against children. Um, and that's kind of where I finished out my career. And so that's pretty much it. Now I'm teaching at the police academy uh, for the state that I work in, focusing on the resiliency and mental health. Um, so focusing on those that deal with critical incidents and how to have positive coping skills with that, because unfortunately we have more officers that uh, die by suicide than die by those that commit felonious acts against them. So that's the position I work in now, and I'm very passionate about that.
Well, I will say this much, sir. Like, one, thank you for your time and service. And two, I mean, let's just put it this way. Gamers, all of you that are in chat, you probably can relate to this. Everybody comes to gaming in one shape or another for whatever the reasons are, but a lot of us come to escape a lot of things. And having somebody that, you know, is well versed with identifying and communicating with those that suffer from, because there's everybody potentially could go through a tough time, everybody. So with somebody that we know and are getting to know, and you know, I think that's you're a great asset to just have. And thank you for what you're doing with all the law enforcement out there that's still suffering with whatever their circumstances are. Um,
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that it's important that that people, seek help and be willing to seek help. And I can say that from experience, because I have no problem getting on this platform and telling people that I was one that needed to seek help and was willing to seek help. And I'm not ashamed to say that. So be willing to do that.
Absolutely, you know, and that's the whole point of that, right? Um,
Right.
is the fact that, you have to be able to put your pride to the side sometime, and it does stand in our way. It's gotten a lot better since we've communicated. We had CIS training, which I did God knows how many times. And it's honestly probably the best tool compared to where we were when we had the old training of, hey, everybody, don't talk about this, like your weak sauce, get back on the line, so on and so forth, suck it up and push on. Um, thank you, Josh, appreciate that. Um, let me go and just bounce off of that. I want to go kind of back into where me and you met, just so I can catch
Mhm.
up on that.
Mhm.
Earlier on, we had audio problems, but I was gaming. It was me. I think Hunter, you were in there. Dragon was in there, and I think one other person or somebody came in and joined later. And I do what I always do. I chime up in chat. I'm like, "Hey, does anybody want to crew up?" And there's Sentinel, like, "Hey, what do you guys got plans doing?" We started talking. We got our guys together. We had a great time. We went on and kicked ass. We did the executive hangar. It was such a good time. It was just like we meshed really well. And then, all honesty, that's what brought House Wolf into forward progress into House Wolf, because, all honesty, I seen that this is definitely where the direction of my guys and myself needed to go. You know, um, I'm glad that we made the move. Uh, I can say that sincerely. Every time I look in the Discord, there's a bunch of people, ready to talk and game, and those that are still standoffish, honestly, Sentinel, like, it's just a name change. Honestly, the principles, everything is there still. So, for those of you that are in chat, that maybe haven't decided to pop in, Sentinel, everybody, Cutter, Grim, every one of the guys that are in there are very approachable, and they're really super chill, like myself, like Hunter, like Dragon. Um, don't like just stand by. Like, get yourself involved. Come talk to these guys, and you'll see that you'll have a good time. Um, with that being said, uh, Sentinel, like, as far as like where House Wolf is going for future endeavors, events, things of that nature, where do you see us going?
Well, we're continuously growing, and I'd like to clarify a couple of things real quick. So, like the night we got you, we got met up. I want to clarify that the fleet commander was the one that actually reached out after we talked, and then we talked once you were in. So, our fleet commander is the one I think reached out to you in chat and actually made the initial contact. So, I just want to clarify, and I want to give props to our fleet commander because he is. Even though he's working a lot and he's not been super active lately, I cannot give enough credit to Killer Wolf. When you get the opportunity to interview him, Killer Wolf is amazing, and I
So,
cannot give enough credit to Killer Wolf. Um, so I want to make sure that I do give a shout out to him. So he is paramount, along with all the other officers that are here. And another thing that I wanted to mention to you about those that are in the chat and some of the things that have not reached out to us. I'd like to put some things in their mind at ease. We talked before the stream, and I'm just going to mention it here on the stream if I can.
yeah,
So we have a
absolutely.
website. We have a website. We have a back end now that I've already made you an admin on. And then we talked before the stream about expanding the website to be able to give some access to where we're going to hopefully promote your Twitch page and some of your social media stuff as well. So any ideas that may have been had about, you know, you being pushed to the side or something. Those ideas are just talk, right? And I don't know if those ever came up or not, but I just if that's what's being thought, that's not what's happening, right? So one of the things that happened when I took over an agency was that type of stuff, and it never gets brought up. Nobody ever comes and talks to it. It's the talk at the water fountain, and that causes some of these issues. So I would much rather they just come and talk to us. They're probably not. But if I put it up and I put it out here, maybe they'll get a chance to watch it after the fact. And that's what I'm hoping will happen. And if they do, they do. If they don't, then they don't. But at least they've been able to hear it from the previous video. They'll hear it from this video. And then at that point, that's all we can do. We're still going to go with the recruitment push that you started. We're still going to go with the recruitment push that we've been going. And House Wolf is going to move forward with the United Front that we've made with Forward Progress and everything else that we've done together. And that's pretty much what I'm going to say about that. As far as what we're looking for in the future, we've got 8 or 9 of the operations already lined up. We've actually got them consolidated into what we're calling season 1 of for House Wolf. Unfortunately, we're waiting for a stability to come in to be a little better, and then once it's better, we're going to start rolling those out.
Stability meaning more active players, yeah.
Well, I think we're meeting more stability with the stability push with CIG.
Okay,
So we're gameplay stability, and then once that stability is there, then we're going to start running those a little better, a little more frequent, and that's what we're kind of waiting for. We've got one that we posted on YouTube that if they want to kind of see how things work, it's a one that we did with the contested zone. They can kind of see how we do a larger operation. It's a little long, but they can kind of scroll through and see how we did it. But we have a lot of time and effort that gets put in it by our command staff, and we take it serious. So there's a little role play, but it's not super strict. Just our tactics. We want everybody to go in and be tactically sound.
Yeah, absolutely. And keeping it fun and trying to, keep people, kind of in sync with each other. Everybody has a role to play, I'd say. And maybe your role isn't like you want to be boots on ground. Maybe you're more proficient at flying. But at some point, you might get shot down and have to be boots on ground. So I would say that it would behoove you to go ahead and train and do these events, sharpen your skills where it is. The same thing with if we need a lot of money to build up defenses or get more ships in the hands of our guys, and we need cash revenue. Learn how to do the mining, the hauling, and so on and so forth. Be a team player, if you will.
Oh, 100%. And if they haven't had the opportunity to check out our website, we have all different divisions. We have the Lock Ops, Logistical Command Operations Division. We have TAC Ops, which is our air division. We have Spec Ops, which is our ground division. We have Leadership Division, and they all broke down into different sections. So there is a place for everyone. And the very cool part is each one of those divisions has a section for heavy lift, for bombing, for mining, for scavenging, and every one of those sections are going to be paramount for base building, for protection, for transport. So it's going to be paramount to have a role field for every position. And that's what we need. That's what we need. And I'd like to expand on that if I can for the Discord community as a whole. We're looking for people that want to play other games. And we're looking for people to lead those communities. We can't lead all the communities. So if there's people that want to play those other games, that want to lead those communities, reach out to us. We would like to see people to lead those other communities, and we would be happy to fill those roles for those communities. What a better place to recruit from than people that play those other games and they see Star Citizen packed full on a regular evening. hey, let's go in and see what's going on. And we'll stream it, and they see gameplay that's cool with a bunch of people hanging out. Well, maybe I'll try it. So if we had those other games come in those other communities, that would be the place to really recruit from.
So, just a caveat off of what you're saying, pretty much in a nutshell, don't just leave Star Citizen a house wolf, thing. Like, come in, bring your people that you play Fortnite with, Phasmophobia. If you're out there playing Call of Duty or Ready or Not, whatever the game might be, like, just because this is your group of Star Citizen people, you could bring in the people that you play other games and get this. Like, a lot of people get, honestly, Sentinel, they get discouraged. They want to keep their people, like they have to be a dictator and keeping control of everything. And they don't want anybody to know about their other group of people. And I don't, I'm not speaking to anybody directly, but I'm just saying that's mostly the vibe. This is me. I'm going to touch back on Forward Progress. When I started at Forward Progress, I wanted to do it with a group of friends and gamers that were like-minded. I wanted people to own Forward Progress as much as I had pride and love for Forward Progress. So in a nutshell, every member, had the same say in a sense. It was just different roles played different parts. But that never came together because there's too many people that were individuals that felt like, oh, I'm not sharing my friends. It does take people to grow up a little bit and be like, hey, you know what? This guy's sharing my friend, family, whoever it is. I'm willing to do that too, because what's more better than having your buddy out there that you're not online and playing with people that you enjoy playing one game with, and maybe they might pop up and see them playing something, and somebody might come from our Star Citizen group and go, shit, I like playing that game too. Let me jump in there, And I think that's what it's all about. And that's building an awesome community, like the people in a pen and saying, hey, here's your box and you can't go anywhere. That ain't right. They're going to go somewhere regardless,
And I agree. And I think that's what we're trying to build here is just a community where people can come in, fit their role, play what they want to play, enjoy where they want to play, and that if they want to try Star Citizen and play in a section or a division or whatever they want to do, that's what they can do. They don't have to be any particular role. They don't have to be any. We have those there, so we try to fit every role, right? We're not that org where it's like you have to do this and you have to play these days, and we're not that. We're here to have fun, enjoy yourself. We're just here to have a good time. That's our biggest.
Would you say that
draw.
The only thing to add to that is admins are like the peacekeepers. There will, there's not a tolerance for somebody that's going to be disrespectful and
No, and I agree. That's kind of like the only thing that we're really there for. Our goal is kind of like, when somebody's like, what are we going to do? It's like, no, I don't know. Now, a lot of times it's like, I want to jump on the PTU. I'll go jump on the PTU like I did today when others were playing on live. But it's like, it's just what's everybody else want to do and get into. So it's more of just like getting into what the org wants to get into. It's like letting those that are in there as a group decide what wants to be done unless we have an org event, right? And if somebody wants to go off and go mine on their own, then fine. But we're there in case something happens. We'll go pick them up, defend them, whatever. So it's not like when you log in, you've got to go do what the org's doing. Does that make sense? It's kind of like we're there
absolutely.
as a group to play as a group. And I think that's the key. So if somebody needs help, we're going to stop and drop and go do what we're going to do. The main thing we have pretty well defined ranks, and that's just the role play aspect for us. It's not like, oh, this is your rank and you have to, no, that's the role play aspect for us. And that's because we're all retired law enforcement, military, that type of thing. And we're not all that, but that's how we structure it. And that's part of the role play for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd say that adding more structure into the game kind of immerses players even deeper. Um, and it's fun. I mean, like I was saying when I first joined you guys, a bunch of my guys aren't military, aren't law enforcement that were with us. They don't understand like flanking tactics or making sure that you're following your uh, um, team leader and covering a certain section when clearing a room. Um, but when they were running with us, and there were a bunch of people, more people that knew how to go in, communicate, call out targets. Um, it became more immersive, and my guys were drawn right into it. You know, it's more fun when you're rolling with some people that know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Add
And I'm sorry, but that's like some of the things that we have planned, and without going into too much things, we have some red flag missions planned, uh, and in those type of things to help do some trainings. So we're trying to uh, set some of those things up for trainings. Um, the last one didn't really come full fold because there wasn't a lot of sign up. So that's what I'm kind of hoping in the future we'll have more people interested in trying those. Maybe it's bad timing. It was just stability with CIG. I don't know. But hopefully in the future, we'll get more opportunity to accomplish some of those type of trainings. So some of the things we are working on, you asked about the future, so I'm gonna go back into that. Some of the things we're working on is a guide system, and I'm gonna hopefully get that integrated with a Discord bot that we're working on, where they can actually select it, and it will send messages and select the guide based on what they're wanting, and then send some instant messages through Discord. And I'm coding that with .NET. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now, along with the fleet commander. So I know he's been working on it with me as well. We're still in the process of working on it, but I have some other side projects that may have to come first. But that's a bot we're kind of working on right now to
That's
try to
awesome.
get implemented.
Yeah, and see that's what you bring to the table. Well, before I'm gonna just say, Killer, I apologize, man. I thought it was Sentinel that I was talking to. I got a little confused that night. But all y'all are cool, and Killer, definitely, I'm gonna have to readdress my my little bit of introduction into House Wolf with you. But this is what I'm gonna say. I think with more folks coming in, if we take like this time, okay, I haven't been on Star Citizen because I had logging problems. So pretty much Star Citizen went from, okay, it's finally starting to look stable and gameplay is starting to look good again, to it's back in the crapper. Is that what's happened?
It's it's kind of hit and miss. It depends on like what mission. Like I know some of the cargo missions are kind of like hit and miss right now. It seems like some of the mercenary missions are okay. Um, but like cargo seems to be broken some. I haven't played a lot of it. I would have to defer to our logistics captain for that, and I did not confer with him before this. So, uh, zombie, I don't know if you're watching, but if you could put in chat, or somebody could put in chat about whether that the current state of the cargo elevators. Um, but I know that some of the things that we're looking at doing, we're just trying to wait for a little more stability. I'm kind of excited about what 4.1 is going to bring. It's going to bring some PVE content that has the potential to offer maybe some of the executive style ships, maybe some ship stuff that that aren't locked behind the contested zones. Even though it's supposed to be PVE, there's still possibly going to be PVE or PvP issues there in Stanton because people are not paying attention to the crime stat. So looks like they're saying cargo elevators are still hit and miss. So
All right, nice, Josh. Thank you for that update. Let me just say that a couple things that I'm hearing through the grapevine, like they adjusted the grenade launcher to where it is lethal at 5 meters. I guess it's been OP, but I'm gonna be honest. In my opinion, grenade launcher at 50 meters pretty high dosage with considering probably the thickness of the base armor and whatnot. I will say that 25 meters would be more realistic, and then for like somebody wearing light armor, and then dialing that in a little bit more, like 20 meters for medium, and then 15 for heavy. I think would be a better. That's just my input there. I don't know what you guys think, but I just think that it should be relevant, and grenade rounds should weigh a lot more in your pockets than to kind of balance that out. So you can't stock up on a crap ton of grenade. Or they're implementing weapon damage too now, right? That's what 4.1 is supposed to bring to the table.
if it is, I haven't noticed it in this one yet.
Okay. I was just wondering because I've been gone so long and I've just watched like a couple of videos from my usual suspects. Let's move on. So you kind of touched on this too with the web page and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do behind the scenes? Like, other than being an awesome guy, in general with everything that you do in IRL, I'm talking about behind the scenes for House Wolf. You're doing web page designing, you're creating bots. Well, what else do you do?
Well, the big thing for the web page, I've been dealing with the web page. I've been taking care of the email, getting emails out to those with the trying to get emails assigned. I don't have emails assigned to everybody yet, and we only have a limited number at this point. And then just finished with a back end that we got a file sharing back end with where we're able to store some photos. We've got a calendar set up. I've linked a link to the Discord, so we're able to have a calendar that's linked to Discord. The Instagram page, I try to upload and take care of some of the stuff to the Instagram page, and then I haven't done it lately. I've uploaded a couple of videos to the YouTube, but Cutter's the one that takes care of most of those because I'm just don't have time to take care of doing any YouTube lately. So,
Well, that's where the team comes together. And honestly, anybody in chat, if any of you guys have something that you can assist with that you're really good at, those are the things. Even like you want to, take on some more of a responsibility within House of Wolf, now would be the time to time up and chat and voice yourself a little bit if you would. Because I think that overall, Sentinel and Cutter are very open to any possibilities. And if you have something to offer, bring it up.
give a shout out. We've got one in chat right now that's working on the SEO, the search engine optimization for the website right now. So we have one right now that's researching and getting that taken care of right now for us. So when you search Google, it'll give us a little more hits. So hopefully within the next few weeks or a month or so, he'll have that ready to go and get us
Is that Killer?
No, that's going to be it's going to be Josh there.
Oh, Josh. All right.
Yeah,
Let's get it,
yeah,
Josh. Heck yeah, man.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Hunter, if you're there and listening, can you give a shout out for Josh? Um, let's see here. What's the overall goal, I guess, with the emails, the website? Like, what do you hope to accomplish using that as a kind of like a billboard or?
The big thing is I'm just trying to get us to be able to collaborate more. I'm trying to get the back end to work in a way that we can use it to connect some things with the bots. Because one of the things I wanted to do is create. Eventually, I've been looking at a way to create a promotion bot to where if somebody wants to promote, we can use that and create some forms. Um, so a place to store, like when we have some screenshots and stuff that want to go to, we can vet them before we can send them over there and then share them
If you're
to
not following them yet, you're
uh,
missing out on the most
other
insane,
people that
mind-blowing
can make
content
sure
on
that they're
Twitch.
a little
Smash that follow
more
button right now, and let's blow up the chat with love,
Instagram
likes, and
ready.
emotes for this
Make sure
legend.
they're clarified a little better. Make sure they're a little. If somebody wants to add something to them before they go to Instagram, we can share them there. People can update them a little better. So that's kind of what it is. It's just a platform to where we can share screenshots. People can update them and do some different things to them there. So just a little better place to share information and stuff other than just Discord all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think being more out there, just in general, having something built up like that just shows, like, I don't know, like our intentions are pretty pure, as far as like want to take a good interest in Star Citizen. If not, you want to build a website. If not, I want to be streaming it. If not, we want to all have this Discord. So, in a sense, I'm gonna just say this again: like it really takes a house to come together to build. Um, moving on
I
from
think the key. I just want to say I think the key is like you said. It takes a community, and that's what brought me to this to House Wolf. Is that I saw it was a community. I was welcomed in. Um, I'm just going to give a shout out to Cutter because he's not just the org leader, but I went to CitizenCon with him, and it's he called me right now. I'd be in Florida. That's what I think about him. That's how I feel about these people and these people in this community. Like if something was to happen, I would be there for them. Not just Cutter, but the rest of them. I mean, I feel that way about them. There's one out there in particular that I've had conversations with, and I don't have to say their name, but I feel cool with him because he knows me for real because we've had some real difficult conversations, and man, he's an amazing individual. So uh, I really appreciate him. So these people are amazing. This is a community, and I'm just wanted to tell everybody that's not come in and talk to us, they really need to.
yeah, I can say for a fact that I am happy to be part of y'all, and I am, honestly, not like I said, it's just a name shift. Like everybody's personalities are similar to mine. Uh, and look, you're getting more people that give a crap. Don't Isn't that what we want? We want people to look at you. You listen to Sentinel. Sentinel was telling you straight up he actually cares about the people in this. And to me, that is one of the reasons why it was the easy choice for me to shift and say, hey, let's do this thing. Um, I'm doing good, Dragon. We are in the middle of the weekly report. Dragon, we need to see you in more often, brother. We had that one good time. There's a bunch of guys sitting in Star Citizen right now. Even if it's not Star Citizen, we can jump into some Fortnite or do something. Jump on in, brother. Um, and the same with anybody in chat right now that's just chilling and hanging out. Like, get in there. have fun. For God's sakes, if the game ain't going smooth, there's the arena too, or other games. So let me, I guess, has there been any more topic on where CitizenCon is going to be this year?
I watched a video today, and they think it was Space Tomato, and it was they were talking about whether or not it should have been talked about yet, and I think the official talk or release was April of last year. So I've not heard anything official. I'm going to give them until like the first week of April, I think is what it was last year. Um, but definitely looking to go.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
so,
Hell yeah.
definitely looking to go.
This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to throw this out there. It's either going to be San Diego, Houston, Texas, or Orlando, Florida, or New York City. I'm going to say that.
All right, I'm going to go Montreal or the Texas area. I don't know where, but Montreal, wherever they're, whether it's Houston, but it's going. I'm thinking Montreal or the Houston area because they got the new facility in Montreal, and I'm thinking they'll find a venue there. But
He's got it locked down to 2.
yep,
He probably has better insight. I put your chips on Sentinel more than me.
yeah.
So, I guess Sentinel, like, what would you say to new players coming to House of Wolf? Like, overall, if they were like, just coming in, what would be your take?
I would come in and say, first thing I'd do is just come in and just say, hey, I have questions. Here's my questions. If you don't know what you like, then just be honest. I don't know what I like, and I want to try everything, or just be honest and say this is what I like, and I don't want to do anything else right now. And we will send you to the person that likes to do that, and go from there. The next question that I would ask if you was a new player is, hey, I've heard about this ship. I'd like to. This is a ship I've heard about. It's cool. Ask if you have a ship you want to look at. I probably say that we know somebody that knows somebody that may have that ship.
Heck yeah.
Probably. If it's
got-
out, we've probably got it.
We got one hell of a count as far as ships. That is for sure. And I know a lot
Yeah.
of people haven't even put their ships
No.
from where we were.
But we've got a monstrous fleet, and if you want to try a ship out and there's somebody on that's got it, all you have to do is ask. They'll open the hangar and off you go. So it was the other night we were going to do something, and hey, let's take fighters. Somebody said I didn't have a fighter, and if it wasn't for the game crashing or something, they just start pulling fighters out and take off with it. So it's just because you don't have a ship, you have a ship. You just haven't asked yet. So you just have to ask. If you want to try something out, just try something out. So that's what I'd say to new players: is come in, ask us if you want to try something, if you want to, whatever. Just be open, and we'll help you in any way possible. And you talk about the tactics. If you're cautious about tactics, don't worry about it. This is a shout out to somebody else. I've got shot in the back a couple of times, and I actually shot you in the back because you were in a spawn closet. Now I didn't see you, so it's okay. We all do it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
You remember when I
absolutely.
shot you in the back? It's okay. It's a game.
Yep.
We laugh about it and move on.
Oh. Well,
So it's not a big deal. That is what is so good about this game is we can have fun, laugh about it later, and go on. And especially now that in 4.1 we're not going to have to worry about losing our main gear. That's going to be cool.
I don't like that idea. I want to be able to be. I don't want insurance on my gear. No, thank you. No.
Well, I mean, if you purchased it though, it's a little different.
If you purchased it, then maybe you get it back in like every 3 months. That's what I'd say. But I don't know. Like I'd much rather somebody takes my shit, I have to go take their shit, type of deal.
Well, yeah, I mean, there has to be some right now. There's no tier 0 is not the implementation. So I think there needs to be a fee. There needs to be some stuff. Like right now, it's just you wake up in the med bed and you've got all your stuff except for what was in your backpack. That doesn't feel right. I'm gonna give you that. So, but if you register your stuff and you have to like go make a claim on insurance, I don't know. That's you're paying for it at that point, as long as you can't dupe it. So
I'm going
I
to say
think
that this is why I don't like this idea, son. I don't like this idea because say that there's ships, that are sitting out front. They die, they respawn with their weapon, everything's all set to go again, wash, repeat. I'm thinking a battlefield mentality. I drop you, okay, I get behind you, you're getting cloned, but your gear is getting cloned with you. Like, come on, we're talking about making this game more realistic. Like, I can get behind a clone being reprinted, but I can't get behind you also get all your gear too.
I will accept that. I didn't think of that. So now I'm going to have to blow your ship up after I kill you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, after I shoot, now I'm going to have to blow your ship up. So that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've just changed my tactics. So okay.
Yes, you'd have to go after the ship and instead of
Yeah.
and I don't like that idea.
No.
I think it sucks. Like
Yeah.
you got to Sam Fisher your way back and try to pick off somebody's gear off somebody's body. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but that's the way it should be.
Because you're gonna whatever weapon you spawn with is gonna at least have a mag in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir.
So you're gonna have to wipe the ship as well. So okay. Didn't think of that one. So yep, you're right. You're exactly right.
That is the only reason why I'm like no, because if we're going for realism, let's try to keep it, with science fiction implied. I get that.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to base building and things like that and fighting for territories, I think it's a no-go. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Chat, what do you guys think? Anybody want to chime in? Anybody got a different opinion or thoughts on that? If so, just chime in, chat. We'll address it. And honestly, chat, this is your time. If you got any questions for Sentinel or myself, feel free to also bring that up. This is the other thing. Sentinel, where can we all get that hat?
Oh, the hat. Oh man. I don't guess we really have them anywhere. We actually special ordered these. We need to actually get these set up. We actually special ordered hats, shirts, and sweatshirts before CitizenCon a year ago. So,
dude, I want your hat, but with my name embroidered. I can't even speak right now. Embroidered. Right. You got it on the back. Yeah, look at that.
That was my old name.
Yeah, I was going to say that don't make sense though. But I was going to do it. Heck yeah.
That was the old one before I changed it.
There we go.
So
I mean, y'all think y'all like gear, like to sport the gear and stuff. Be cool. Can you ship one overseas?
Yeah, we'll have to
Hey,
figure that out.
What's up, brother? Thanks for that file, sir. Appreciate you. There's my ugly mug. Yeah, so I'd say people would probably be interested in getting some gear at some point. Wolf gear, sporting that at CitizenCon or wherever you are out in the mist. But all right, so I mean, I don't have anything much else to say. Do you have anything that you want to talk about?
I guess just thanks, Cutter. Just give it a chance. If you haven't had a chance to hop on Discord and chat with us. Come chat with us. Even if you don't play Star Citizen, just come in and give us a chat. If you're interested in playing other games or leading one of the other communities, man, come in and chat with us, and we'll see if we can get you hooked up and get you taken care of, and get another game community fired up and ready to go. We'd love to grow this community to even more than what it is, and get something else. Because if we get another community like Ready or Not or XYZ, whatever it is, expand the website to something else and keep it expanded. That expand to whatever we can expand it to. Expand to YouTube, Instagram, and just keep expanding. That's what builds these communities.
Dude, I want to see 1,000 people just chilling, just taking over a whole freaking planet. Come on.
With the proper amount of admins and stuff to take care of that, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some people like Hunter there. He wants to step up and continue being a mod.
Of course.
He is a great mod in here in the channel. And I'll even add it. Any of y'all want to be modded, let me know. Just watch out for them bots for me. And if you're here, shout out the folks. It's kind
of. I would
like,
love to see people that want to like learn some stuff in coding, like holler. Reach out. We can like even with Python, little stuff with Python. I could use some help. I know that I've got GK the helping, and there's others that could help. So anybody that wants to help with that. And with that said, those that just want to come in and hang out and play the game, we need you too. We need those too. So we need everybody, and that's what builds this community.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Well, with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys another couple minutes, and Cutter nailed it on the head in there. I'm gonna leave we'll leave it 3 minutes. If you guys got any more questions, we'll answer. We need you to sign up today. I think that's a Starship Trooper quote. Sign up today. Yeah. So I guess for the next show, who should we have on next? Should we have Reaver, Killer?
Yeah, I would probably reach out to Killer. Yeah.
All right. Well, I got him down. I'm gonna mark him. All right. So next weekly report will be with Killer Wolf, and like I said, we can expand this past that and have kind of like a 4-panel, topic. Weekly review is going to be to cover anything that's new and upcoming in House Wolf, or anything that pertains to House Wolf. So you guys continue to chime in. It's a platform for you guys to get information about what we're up to and doing, and get to know all your, not just your heads, but all your companions in House Wolf. Because I guarantee we'll probably, anybody that's willing and wants to come in for the weekly report, just let me know. So you want to come in, I will talk to you and pick your brain and shoot you some questions. If you feel good with it, or you want a little bit of change up or whatever, you just let me know. It's too easy. And like I said, we're here for you guys. Sentinel, I just want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. And last little reach out is recruitment is not just regional. We want all over. We want people to be on 24/7. So we want all regions, all nations, worldwide. We want people on 24/7. So please, no matter where you're at across the world, reach out to us. We're on the web, housewolf.co.
And that recruiting event is up at the top of the events. Please, if you're interested, click the interest. I'm sure if you get with one of the heads here, they will make sure that you can invite people into the org and give you the proper credentials. and it's going to be fun. Hey, you guys get one person, like I said, that's one person that we didn't have, and they could be probably the best damn person that if you didn't meet them, we wouldn't have them. If you get up to 10 people, 10 folks, we're going to give you a little pat on the back, if you will. There's something in the works. So, get involved, get out there, get talking. And it doesn't even need to be on Star Citizen. You could talk to people in Reddit. You can talk to people on Spectrum. You talk to people by just posting up like a YouTube video or whatever means to be able to go out there and meet folks. But remember, you're the face of House Wolf when you're out there, and you need to make that judgment call if they're a good fit or not. You don't think they're a good fit, they're not a good fit. Don't just get numbers, get good people. That's who we're looking for. Absolutely. That's what I do, Josh. I mean, I hit that up all the time and on Spectrum sometimes too. But that's somebody was telling me, I think it was, but he was saying that he was met by somebody being an active guide on CIG. And that's how he was brought in by one of y'all. So if that's what you're doing, it worked once, it'll probably work again. All right. Well, that's the wrap up of the weekly report. Thanks again, Sentinel. I appreciate you. I'll probably be up and streaming in probably 10 minutes because I'm probably going to jump on with you boys and do a little bit. And those of you that are not having a good time in the verse, there's the arena. There's team, I think first person shooters up right now. I think there's some kind of reward or something for something. I can't remember what it was though. All right. Well, have a great time. We'll see you on the next one.